Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System. This automated train is provided for the security and convenience of the Black Mesa Research Facility personnel.
Hey there, everybody.
The time is
VR Boomer here, starting our new playthrough series. We are playing, obviously, the original Half-Life game with the Lambda 1 mod available through SideQuest. And here we are in Black Mesa Inbound, which is the first chapter where there's not a whole lot of gaming, obviously, going on. But a really innovative way to start a game when it was released. Half-Life was released in 1998. Many of you, I'm sure, will know this, and it was groundbreaking for the time. One of the really fantastic things that it did is instead of having cutscenes, it filled the player in on the narrative through extended scripted sequences, which was really phenomenal for the time. I mean, the game was groundbreaking, obviously. It's a seminal game in the first-person shooter genre, which has influenced games ever since, 20-plus years down the road. Now, one thing I'm doing here is I am actually sitting at my desk for this part of the playthrough. As you can see, my head height is lower than it normally would be. But I found this actually helps with the little bit of motion sickness I've been experiencing. This is really weird because playing through Resident Evil 4, I didn't experience any motion sickness at all, even a little bit. But I have noticed some playing through Half-Life. So I decided to do this part just sitting down. Hi down there. It actually kind of feels like just riding a tram. Which isn't super uncomfortable at all because you can put yourself next to a seat
until assistance arrives.
As we go on through the facility here. This was really a fantastic way to introduce this game to players. To start the game off by letting you see the world that you're in, kind of making it seem more real, because riding a tram to work is something that everybody does. And it's, well, not everybody, lots of people do. It's a familiar kind of idea, riding a tram, riding a bus, your commute to work. And this was a clever way to bring it about. I have to say, being in the Half-Life game
that the Black Mesa
is it's pretty phenomenal, honestly. There's our background in theoretical physics. We have a PhD from MIT, and we're a research associate. That's the best we can do. Whatever. You know, this is reminding me. Earlier this year, I had a chance to go to the Star Trek original set tour in Fort Ticonderoga, New York. And the experience of walking into those sets was not unlike the experience of being in this in VR. It's like you're actually in this game. And man, it's an amazing sensation. It's like so used to seeing this flat one-dimensionally on a little square free screen in front of you. Now you're sitting here looking around this environment. Makes it even more real. That's awesome. I mean, granted, yes, it's crappy, super pixelated graphics, but you know, that was Half-Life.
Black Mesa personnel. Regular radiation and biohazard screenings are a requirement of continued employment in the Black Mesa Research
And I suspect
facility.
That any future Half-Life release is much like, oh, look, it's the G-Man. We'll be seeing you again, asshole. Don't you fucking adjust your tie at me, douche. As I was saying, you know, as we can see with Half-Life Alyx, pretty much any other offerings coming out of Valve for the Half-Life franchise will almost certainly be in VR.
Sector C test labs and control facilities.
Here we are at Sector C. Hey there, Barney. All right, let's stand up now.
Please stand back
Get off
from
our
the
tram.
automated door and wait for the security officer
Hey,
to verify your identity.
could you walk any
Before
more
exiting
slowly?
the train,
I'm running late
be sure
already.
to check your area for personal belongings.
Oh, you lazy ass
Thank you,
motherfucker.
and have a very safe and productive
You're
day.
fucking with me, aren't you?
Morning, Mr. Freeman. Looks like you're running late.
Don't you? Well, I wouldn't be as late if you didn't move like a fucking turtle over here. You douche. Can you open the gate for me? Barney? Can you open the door for me? Man, what do you have to do to get good help around here? After he opens the door, you can,
Sorry, I'm on duty, Mr. Freeman. Hey, catch me later, I'll buy you a beer. Sorry, sir, I've got to stay at my post. Can we do this later?
We can trigger the
I've got to
cutscene.
stay at my post.
We can trigger the dialogues. All right, and the next chapter we're going to enter into here. The anomalous materials. But that will be for the next video. This one's obviously fairly short. It was just the riding on the tram. Next chapter will be anomalous materials. I am VR Boomer. If you like my videos, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If there's anything you'd like to see, let me know in the comments down below. And as always, be kind to one another, but be cruel to every head crab. I'll see you in the next video.